Okay, this is my second video on this product. I assume by now you've seen the installation video on how all this goes together. No modifications are required to put this kit on your ladder, and all these hollow rung extension ladders have the same spacing for the ladder rungs. They're exactly a foot apart. So this whole thing was built to be a universal kit for any ladder already out there, which should be in the tens of millions at least, and any ladder made in the future. I looked up when I wanted to find a ladder that was more stable. The only thing I could find was a painter's ladder, and I'm sure all of you have seen those. They have the sweeping legs on them. The problem for contractors is when they go to put those up on their truck rack or inside their box truck, they're just really awkward to try to stow. Up on a rack you can't get anything next to them like pipe or lumber. It's just really awkward and inconvenient. So I figured there had to be a way to get a painter's ladder and an extension ladder to work as one unit. Now in the installation video you already saw this come apart, so I'll do it again to show you the next step on this and why this is one of the better safety devices out there. When it opens, there's 3.5 feet of extension on each one of these legs. I figure after 3.5 feet you probably better get off a ladder and build a scaffold. These automatic locking tabs right here are the key to the whole thing. When the leg falls, it finds a notch on a tooth in there and it will not allow the leg to come back up. What I did discover recently is 500,000 people a year fall off ladders and sustain injuries. 300 of them die. The biggest killer of humans in the construction world is falling off extension ladders. I believe I found every way there is to mitigate that problem. Well, look here. Well, Jack, you're famous. Neighbor dog. Can't control my entire environment, obviously. That's all right. He won't tear the ladder down or nothing. Back to the point. This ladder right here, the prototype I've got is just that. It's a prototype. It needs refining, and refining takes lots and lots of money. I've checked and I don't have it, so I'm asking for donations or investments. There are two different categories, and donations will simply be to help make the product so that you can purchase it for you or someone else, and investors will get a portion of the patent. We can talk about that on the web page. All the particulars are in there. Now I want to show you why I need investors. I'm going to grab the camera now. When I started building this, these brackets right here are made of steel. I didn't really know what kind of support I was going to need or what this was going to look like before it got finished, so I came up with the heaviest, strongest material I could find. There are some flaws in it. The steel is like 8 pounds of bracket. This material right here that the ladders are made out of, reinforced fiberglass, this can be made out of the same material as the ladder, and that'll cut 5 pounds off each side of this mechanism. Each of these cross braces were just borrowed from another ladder. They're not as precise as they should be. It takes an engineer to finish up what I've started. This is all just proof of concept. The gear teeth in here would allow this latch at every ½ inch to grab hold of the nearest tooth and keep this leg from coming back up while you're standing on it. Now the other thing that you didn't see in the installation video, and we'll back up and show you that part now, is the ground leveling function of this thing. Now as you can see, that leg is entirely off the ground, but this leg over here supports it and takes the place of it. Fully functional, will hold 300 pounds, and that's the rating of the entire ladder. The leg takes the place of the other leg. The further out that leg has to go side to side, the wider your stance. Just on level ground, up on, say, the deck or on level ground, it triples your footprint. So that if you've ever been up on an extension ladder and tried to reach for something, you feel that tipping, that's where the accidents happen. This eliminates all of it. Now, if you have any questions about any other part of this or the particulars of it, please get hold of me on the webpage and we'll discuss it. Thanks much.